Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. The 5D Mark IV, the Canon 5D Mark IV, was a bit of a letdown. And I'm being nice there. Very crippled 4K abilities. I was excited to possibly buy it. Quickly changed my mind, as did many people. But it begs the question, if you shoot video and photos, what should you use? Should you use one system for your 4K video and another system for your photography? I must admit that's something I've been considering because I really like the G85 and the G7, the coming GH5, the GX8. I like all of the Panasonic cameras, primarily for video because they do amazing video. They're very good for photography, but I have found myself jonesing a little bit for a full-frame photo body, and I thought, well, you could go a G7 at a very low cost for my photography, or for my videography, I should say, and pick up a used D610 with fast primes for my photography. And that's what a viewer wants to know. Here we have Nerdify, which I love the YouTube username, and they're writing in and say, "Hey Matt, love your content. I know opinions when buying equipment all come down to the last moment, but maybe you can help me out. I was thinking about upgrading my kit to the A7S II, so the Sony A7S II, but I have some second thoughts about dropping that much, though relatively inexpensive, on one body. As the 5D Mark IV 4K was a bit of a letdown, that is out the window. But the full frame and RAW capabilities on the 5D Mark III I do like. I don't currently have a full frame body, and that is why a lot of the features of the A7S II are interesting to me. So, this is getting a bit confusing. Would it be better to get a cheaper 5D Mark III secondhand now that the market value is dropping as well as a G7 4K functionality as well as full frame and the possibility of getting a couple of lenses? This would be substantially cheaper than the A7S II and lens. For reference, I shoot real estate, events, weddings. I'm finding the equipment I use now, 700D, very restricting at this point in my business. Being wringing out as much quality from the nasty sucker, or is the A7S II just the tits that everyone speaks of? Thanks in advance. I know that is a doozy." Well, thank you for your question, Nerdify. As I said, this relates very much so to what I've been considering. I've wondered even if for what mostly I use for my video, and I wouldn't recommend this for yours, but for this style of video, I'm going to test the LX10. Maybe that's all I need for my 4K video, and then I buy my D610. So, yeah, I think that's a great option to go for the 5D Mark III, some good primes, some good lenses, and pick up a G7 with whatever lens you find that you shoot with the most that will work for video for you. You got a really good bargain kit. Both, too, you can get for a great deal, and they've settled in price enough that it's going to be a while before you lose a lot if you were to sell those if you changed your mind and wanted something else. So that, yeah, I think that's a great idea. What do you guys think? Would you do what Nerdify's thinking about doing? Do you think that's okay to get a 5D Mark III Canon for photo needs and pick up a G7 for 4K? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you agree or disagree and why. If you disagree, what would you recommend? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your question, Nerdify. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon here at artoftheimage.com.